Alright, you lot. Today's video is gonna be a little different. So grab a brew, fluff your pillow, and welcome to a very special episode of Jackanory Gamer's Tale. That's right, story time. But don't worry, this ain't just another angry cod rant. Oh no, this one's got art and morals, and just a tiny bit of existential dread. See, we're gonna tell a lovely little bedtime story. A tale of loyalty, passion, and slow, painful death through a once great industry. It features familiar faces, publishers, streamers, and maybe someone you know. So strap in, cause this adult-rated fairy tale is calm, charming, dangerously honest. Alright, are you sitting comfortably? Then I'll begin. Our story starts with a little truth nobody wants to hear. Reason gaming's on fire is you. Not fun frag montage kind of fire. Oh no, dumpster behind kebab shop at 3 AM kind of fire. Yes, you, little gamer. You sat there, wallet in one hand, dignity in bin, buying up every overpriced battle pass like it came with a cuddle, a cookie, and a cheeky little tickle downstairs. But Mr. Scotty, you cry. I was just trying to support game. Oh, bless. No, you fucking weren't. You wanted shiny pixels. You wanted internet hugs from strangers you don't even like. You wanted to feel special. And so you became pig at Trough, snorting down cosmetics like they meant something, like they made you better, like they made you matter. Prestige? That used to mean something. It meant time. It meant mastery. It meant dunking on scrubs and walking away like a digital god. But nah, it means you bought Ultra Blackout Daddy Edition and got a sparkly shotgun that looks like a golden marital aid for Space Marine. Achievement used to be earned. Now it's fucking monetized. A checklist of purchasable delusion. You let them twist pride into product, skill into spending, progress into fucking spreadsheet. And when they pushed a little harder, you didn't fight, you cheered. You clapped like a seal at a fish buffet. You bent over, slathered yourself in your own FOMO, and begged for another hit. And when they finally shoved a full Vegas casino into your favourite franchise, what did you do? You fucking clapped. You, gamer who once mocked mobile trash, now you're buying catgirl skins in a military shooter. You've become punchline in your own insult. Every game now looks like Fortnite had a breakdown in Hot Topic, cause you made it that way. This didn't happen to you. You enabled it. You funded it. You built it. You're not victim, you're accomplice. And it's about time someone fucking told you. Now children, let's turn page and meet another important character in our little fable. Magical content creator. Oh, how little gamer loved him. He followed him, he donated to him, he simped for him like they were the last bottle of Prime in a nuclear winter. These creators wore more skins than a fucking taxidermy museum. Glittery ones, spiky ones that glowed in dark and whispered to your wallet at night. And they always said the same thing. I'm just like you. But guess what, little one? They weren't. You think they paid for those cosmetics? Bless your gullible little heart. They expensed that shite. Every bundle, every battle pass, every time-limited, overhyped, underwhelming digital turd, they claimed it as a business cost. And you paid with your after-tax money. They paid with yours. And just when your bank balance started crying, they whipped out magic words. Use my creator code. A little spell that gives them another bite of your wallet. With a smile so fake it should be sold in a loot box. But he's my favourite streamer, you say. He makes me laugh. Oh yes, he's hilarious. Especially when he's unboxing 100 loot crates on stream, screaming, "Oh my god, I got it!" But he's not surprised. He's not excited. He's acting, cause he already got paid. Video was sponsored. Outcome didn't matter. Your reaction did. He's not chasing skins. He's selling dopamine to you. Do you know what that is, little one? It's called a scam. It's like MLM, except instead of essential oils and Facebook months, It comes with kill cam, anime map, and emotional exploitation. And worst part, you fucking thank them for it. You donate, you like video, you type W in chat like a trained seal begging for sardine. You're paying for poison and tipping bartender while he sells it to your mates. These creators, they're not fighting system, they art system, polished, monetized, sponsored by same soulless corporations to pretend to criticize. So next time you see one flexing a new skin telling you this is so worth it, stop, ask yourself, did they buy that? Or did you? Cause truth is, they don't need to spend a penny. You're picking up bill for both of you. And now, dear children, we reach part of our story called Same Shit, Slightly Shinier. Cause every single year, without fail, it happens again. A new Call of Duty arrives, with new skins, new overpriced bundles, and a fresh coat of paint on same steaming bollocks you moaned about last year. And just like clockwork, you line up to eat it. Again. But I know it's a scam, you cry. Of course you do. You all do. You say it. You post it. You tattoo it across your soul. And then you still buy fucking thing anyway. You bitch about £25 bundle on Reddit, then swipe your card faster than a crackhead chasing next scratch card miracle. You tweet, gaming's gone downhill, and pre-order £100 deluxe edition with a bonus skin for a gun you'll forget exists by Wednesday. You're not a customer, you're a host. And parasites? They're doing bloody cartwheels inside your wallet. They don't just feed off you, they thrive 'cause of you. You're oxygen in dumpster fire, enabler, fuel. Reason same recycled scam keeps getting a sequel. And then oh look, a brave little game comes along. One that tries to be different. It's called X-Defiant. No anime skin, no battle pass fluff, no buy now or cry later bundle bait. But what does our little gamer do? He ignores it. He don't play it. He don't support. He lets it rot. While neck deep in Warzone skin shop, sobbing into his controller that no new ever last. Well, of course it don't last. You didn't show up. You didn't want new. You wanted comfort. You wanted routine. You wanted checklists and dopamine instead of gameplay and skill. You gave up on progression. You surrendered to calendar-based grind and artificial sensor achievement. And now, you're addicted. You're trapped in a Skinner box. And you fucking love it. Your child who screams, gaming's dead, while playing 6 hours a day dressed up as a glowing samurai bunny in a game about tactical warfighting. You don't want change. You want consistency. You want to bite same lie and pretend it's new. And you want to pretend you're powerless, just so you don't have to admit you're a problem. You brought gaming, and you keep breaking it every time you click purchase. Now then, children, let's talk about a very famous monster. Its name, Call of Duty. And oh, what a tale this monster tells. Every year, it rises from its crypt, screaming new content, while wearing same rotting trousers it's had since 2009. Player count down. Engagement down. Steam charts look like a fucking morgue. But profits? Way up. Sky high. Flying on back of your broken dreams and bulletproof buyer's remorse. But how can that be, you ask? Simple. 'Cause you, again, little consumer soldier, are spending more than ever. You're not just buying game, you're buying skins, battle pass, fucking DLC pack, and cherry on top, you're donating to content creators selling it right back to you. You're getting rinsed twice, and still smiling while they bend you over like it's part of fucking experience. Activision don't need 50 million players, they need 5 million addicted whales spending triple. That's you, not a gamer, an investor in your own abuse. And let's drop this supporting creators bollocks while we're at it. You're not a philanthropist. You're tipping millionaires so they can peddle pay-to-win garbage in designer headphones while sipping G Fuel like it's a communion wine. You're not helping. You're fueling a machine that exploits people just like you. Every year they press reset. New game, new scam, higher price tag, lower effort. And what do? You don't blink. You pre-order, you spend, you complain. And then you'll do it all again. And when someone like me calls this shit art, there's always some brave little keyboard crusader in comments shouting, "But Scotty, you monetized your channel too." Yeah, I fucking did. And here's the difference. Memberships are optional. If you can't afford it, I'd prefer you didn't bother. I don't want your money. I want your attention and your spine. I made less than 60 quid in ad revenue over 3 months after tax. That went into editing software and gear to make this channel better. My first payout, bought a new mic, which, by the way, most of you didn't even notice. Meanwhile, your favourite creators are dropping 6 figures on pretend outrage, loot box content, and ad reads for fucking energy powder. I post filthy uncensored members only content. I offer more value than 90% at polished shills with fake smiles and fake opinions. I'm not sponsored. I don't promote premium skins. I don't sell you deluxe editions of disappointment. I don't even want your fucking wallet. I want your wake-up call. Because when your wallet runs dry, when dopamine die, when you finally stop spending, they won't thank you. They won't remember your name. They won't give a toss about your donation history. You'll be nobody to them, just another forgotten fool who funded fire. And then, dear children, comes the saddest phrase in all story. Phrase that makes storytellers' blood boil. That's just how games are now. Oh, you poor little soul. That's not acceptance. That's surrender. That's you waving a white flag sewn from used battle pass and shredded dignity. Gaming didn't become this corporate hellscape overnight. It became this way because you gave up fighting. You stopped demanding quality. You stopped calling out bullshit. You stopped resisting. You just bent over, smiled, and whispered, "Well, I guess this is norm now." Imagine a crack addict saying, "That's just how rocks are now." No, they need fucking help. So do you. Skill used to mean something. Status used to be earned. But now, you just bite and then stand there in a virtual dressing room for 6 hours a night, pretending you're still a gamer. You're not a gamer. You're a customer with short memory and a long wish list. Still think uninstalling a game changes all? It don't. You've already paid. You've already logged in. You've already funded next season. You gave them your money, your data, your compliance. You know what would actually change things? Stop spending. Don't just uninstall. Unsubscribe. Block creators peddling this shite. Delete your card info. Pull fucking plug. Stop acting like a hostage when you're one holding fucking key. But you won't, will you? Because you've bought so deep into the system your identity is wrapped around it. And if you're already broke, burnt out, bitter, good. That's price of ignorance. So now, dear gamer, we arrive at end of our little tale, and here's your final choice. Wake fuck up, or stay broke, stay blind, and keep praying for your own prison with interest. If you want gaming to change, then you need to change yourself first, because as long as your wallet's wide open and your standards are 6 feet under, don't you dare act surprised when industry keeps skull-fucking your childhood memories with a smile and a bundle deal. This ain't about being right, this is about being awake. So if you're not gonna stand fuck up, then sit fuck down and shut your fucking mouth. And so our tale ends. Little gamer has a choice. Will he rise a hero, or remain a cautionary tale in cargo pants? Join Discord, follow on X. Consider a membership if you're not already broke from buying sparkly bollocks on Warzone. Smack that like button like it owes you money. Hit subscribe so you don't miss the next digital exorcism. Drop your comments and questions below. And if it's not complete bollocks, I might just feature it in a future video. I'll see you next time, you magnificent